Now, in today's video, we're going to talk about power solutions for all of your electronic devices. And let's face it, just around the corner, there are several new products that are coming out. The Samsung Galaxy Fold 7, Flip 7, the iPhone 17 Pro Max, 17 Pro, and whatever other 17 is going to be available. All these devices are going to need a power solution. So in today's video, we're going to talk about a new solution, the Flash Pro Ultra, that can power all these devices. We're not just talking about one, but literally all the devices I mentioned. You can charge 6 devices at the same time with this guy. Not only can you charge them physically through USB-C ports, but it actually comes with 2 wireless charging solutions, one for your phone and one for your Apple Watch, your existing one or your new one if you're going to get one as well. So let's take a look at the Flash Pro Ultra. We'll check out all its features. We'll see how it charges. And this is probably going to be the big daddy of all chargers, right? It just has a lot of options. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now, the Flash Pro Ultra has a 25,000 milliamp hour battery. That translates to a lot of power. This thing can power many devices. Not only can it charge all the smartphones as well as earbuds, even iPad, tablets, it could power even a MacBook Pro. It could charge a lot of different devices. But it can do this. What's so cool about it is that it could do multiple devices at the same time because of all the port options that it has. So literally it has 3 USB-C ports that are all standard power delivery ports that can charge anywhere from 60 to 140 watts. Now, what does that translate to if you really think about it in practical sense? If you are a family of, let's say, 3 or 4 or more, and you want to charge all your phones at the fastest possible rate, you're going to be able to do with this. If you think about the Samsung line where you have the super fast charging capabilities, we're talking about being able to super fast charge all these devices at the same time, which is unheard of because typically you can charge maybe 1, if you're lucky, maybe 2 at the same time, fast charging. But this can charge all of them because of that power rating from 60 all the way up to 140 watts. It also has a standard USB-A port, but that also USB-A port can charge at 60 watts. So we're talking about lots of watts to go around and a lot of power for all your devices. It doesn't end there. We're talking about 15-watt fast charging. So if you need to charge your phone at the fastest possible rate, this is going to do it wirelessly. And if you have an Apple Watch and you want to charge your Apple Watch, you can do that too. And the killer about this is that you could do them all at the same time, not one individually, but all of them. And you're going to see that as well. So a lot of flexibility, a lot of power. We're talking about 275 watts of output power. It's crazy, right? Fast charging, so you can charge this battery backup, the solution, in an hour and 10 minutes. And because of the power and the fact that it has all these different type of connectivity options, you're talking about something that weighs a pound. So it does weigh a little bit more than your standard battery, but again, it has all those battery charging options, and it also has the charging ports that you see here, wireless charging. So it's going to give you a lot of flexibility. One of the things that we do, just to give you kind of an example how we use this, when we would go out on vacation, I'd have a battery backup in my backpack, and the family, I literally had multiple cables that was running out of this backpack as we're like walking in an amusement park, because this would be able to supply power to everybody. This is the kind of stuff that I would do, and probably you would do this too. So here you have the ability to connect and charge all your family devices all with one solution. Or if you're in a business trip and let's say, for example, you don't find an open port on the plane that you're on, you're going to be able to charge with this too. So again, a lot of different options. Let's take a closer look and we'll see it in action. Now, the battery itself is, as I mentioned, it's a larger battery because of all the connectivity and all the capabilities it has. So you can see here our battery, and you'll notice at the very first thing you'll notice that at the very top, there's 2 charging points. One is for your Apple Watch, and the other one here is a wireless charger, right? I'm going to push this button right here, and you'll notice it pops up. You'll be able to charge wirelessly a phone from this point right here, right? Let's do this, and this button on the side will pop it up. You also notice that there's a really nice display here. This display is going to basically give you a readout of how much power you have, how much power is consumption, any kind of readings that are important, as well as seeing all the charging rates coming out of each port. In the front here, we'll flip this around. You can see your charging ports, right? So USB-C 1, 2, 3, and 3, and then the fourth one, which is a USB-A, and all the charging options that you have, or at least the charge ratings. But at 60 watts starting, if we look at this one right here, actually here it is, 60 watts is the lowest. You basically, I don't even consider that low, 60 watts, right? So you're not going down to 40, you're not going down to 20, which means that your fastest possible device is, or your fastest possible charging is going to take place even at the lowest possible charging port rated port. And again, it doesn't mean that it's going to charge low, 60 watts. So 60 watts all the way up to this 140, and then this is also another 60. On the side, there's nothing here. On the back, there's nothing here. On the side, you basically have your little pop-up thing. So if you want to be able to use the USB-C or a wireless charging, you push the button right here, and then this pops up. See that again so you can see it, pops up. And then this is basically your on and your toggle, so you can see all the features that are going on here. And you can see that this USB or this wireless charging port right here. If you want to get it working, it's a combination of things, right? So basically you just double tap here and then this will turn on. So let's go ahead and start plugging things in, because this is where it gets kind of wild. So what I want you to see is keep an eye on fast charging, right? So I have several Samsung phones that I'm going to connect. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this Apple phone or this iPhone, this Google phone, and we're going to go and connect this one. And this one is like really, really dead. So I'm just going to plug this in, and you'll see it eventually power up as it starts charging, because it was like gone. The next thing I'm going to charge is a Fold, right? Samsung Galaxy Fold. And this is our 6, right? Let me just wipe this down a little bit so you guys can see everything coming up. And you can see over here that the little battery symbol came up already. Now, what we're looking for, what I want you to look for right here is you're going to see the fast charging come up. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in. And you're going to see fast charging. There you go, super fast charging. Actually, fast charging is there, which is what we want. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a flip. I'm going to plug this one in. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap ports, because I want this one right here to charge a little faster. So we're going to go ahead and plug that in. And here we have super fast charging now. I want this guy over here to take on some charging too. So we're going to see what kind of charging we're going to get. And over here we have fast charging. That's good. And then I have over here, this is a S25 Ultra. Plug this one in. Super fast charging. Now, this is the one thing I want to highlight, and I'm going to unplug this one again. You're going to notice that none of these phones that are currently connected, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 connected. That one's now powered up, are going to renegotiate power when I plug it in. Typically, what you find with some batteries, as soon as you plug them in, it resets everything. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, and I want you to keep an eye on these other phones. Plugging it in. You notice that none of them dropped the charge. They're still charging, and this one's now super fast charging. So I have now 4 phones connected, all of them, doing their thing. They're either physically charging or wireless charging. If I were to take off this Apple Watch, what I could do is I could charge it here, right? In that port as well. It's charging. And what I can then do is if I had another phone, I don't know if this is a wireless phone, but I'll go ahead and see if this one will charge too. I don't think this is going to be, I forget if this one is. I think it is Qi charging too. So basically look at what's going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 devices charging at the same time. It is crazy that you can charge all these devices at the same time. And as I push this button here, what I can do is I can see, again, the actual charging rate that's going to each one of those ports, right? C1, C2, C3, and C4. So what can I tell you? If you're looking for charging, and you're looking for a lot of charging, and you're looking for fast charging, and you're just looking for so many different charging options, this is definitely the way to go. Now, the one thing I'd say I wish it supported, I wish that the ports would support like the Samsung line of watches, not the phones, but the Samsung line of watches, as this is a Apple watching charging area. So if you have a mixed home device, or in your house you have some people who are iPhone and some people who are Android, this is going to work. If you're 100% Apple products, then this is going to work as well, because that's going to be okay. The only thing I can't charge here is my Samsung, but if I wanted to charge my Samsung watch, all I have to do is pop one of these guys out, plug it into the USB-C port, and I'm ready to go as well. Got it. There's options, always options. So guys, that wraps up our review. See you in the next video.